Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're like, man, had I known, or I would have done something different, or man, I kind of felt like I was sensing something in my spirit, but I couldn't, I just knew in my heart that something bad was going to happen. Have you been there? Well, today I want to talk to you about moving from just discernment to obedience, because something very similar happened in the Bible, very tragically, and I'm going to tell you. So in First Samuel, we know the story about David and Goliath, and after David's victory, Saul all of a sudden sees David as a threat, and so he wants to kill David because he thinks that he's a threat to his kingdom. And so David is running for his life, and he doesn't know. Imagine being in a whole country where the king of the country is after your life, and there is nowhere you can run to, because wherever you get to, people can give you back to the king. And so he goes to the high priest, and when he gets there, there's a man who had come to where the high priest is. His name is Doeg, and Doeg is a servant of Saul. And so so David gets there and he sees the work there, but he didn't say anything. And he kind of sensed in his heart that, well, here is the work. He's a servant of Saul. He might tell Saul exactly where I am or what I am up to. So he sort of sensed, he had this uneasiness in his heart, and yet he didn't do anything about it. Well, fast forward, Doeg goes to Saul and tells Saul everything. He says that, well, I found David at the high priest's place, and then what happens is that Saul captures the high priest, his wife, his children, and kills all the priests because he thinks that they have connived with David. And David in 1 Samuel chapter 22, verse 22, he said, then David said to Abiathar, that day when Doeg the Edomite was there, I knew he would be sure to tell Saul, I am responsible for the death of your whole family. In other words, the day that he met Doeg, there was just this uneasiness in his heart that this guy might be a snitch. Let me take care of this situation. And sometimes we might find ourselves we're in a situation where we are sensing something, we are feeling something in our heart. Maybe I should do this, but we cannot pinpoint it. And today I want to encourage you to move beyond just discerning and sensing to action. Because when you discern and you sense that the Spirit of God is speaking, you need to step out from discernment to action. When discernment stays at discernment and there's no action followed, the consequences can be detrimental. And in this case, it cost the life of 85 high priests. That's how many people Saul killed as a result of David's negligence.